The Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
A very intense investigation, and I think it's going to take public assistance. It's actually going to take, obviously, 21st century policing involving technology, but it's also going to take good old-fashioned police work.
Now at 10, the investigation into the deadly mass shooting at Brown University is in its 5th night as police work to catch the shooter. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Hart.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We've been covering this developing story on the ground in Providence, Rhode Island since it happened Saturday.
And that's where we find Fox 61's Valerie Moravi with the latest.
Investigators have released new clues and new images of a person they say they want to speak to. Now, this individual is not considered a suspect or a person of interest, but officials say they want to speak to him because he was in the proximity of the person of interest.
I want to be clear that this is a person that we would like to speak with. We truly believe, based on the video footage that we have been watching for a few days, that it may have relevant information to the investigation. So we're asking the public that you can help us identify who this individual is.
That was the plea Wednesday from the Providence Police Department's Chief of Police, Colonel Oscar Perez. Investigators believe the person may have seen or heard something that could lead investigators to the person of interest. Although the shooter remains at large, a new map shows the exact locations where the person of interest was the day before and after the shooting. On Wednesday, Colonel Perez explained in detail the person of interest movements.
The green area, that's color, that's when we have confirmed where the subject was prior to the shooting. The red areas, we have also confirmed that that's the immediate area where he left after the shooting. And so this is the map that actually we have so far. We've walked it all. We're still actively investigating it.
But what is not clear at this moment is motive. Rhode Island Attorney General Peter Nerona says they continue to analyze new evidence as they come in. And he says the shooter will be caught by using modern law enforcement techniques.
To the shooter to turn himself in. He will be caught, and it's just a matter of time before we catch him. And I believe that based on my experience, but also from watching the people in that command post and getting reports from where they're coming back out in the field. They know what they're doing, they're experienced, they're working hard. There's no lack of resources. Everyone's working really well together. And we're going to crack this case. And when we crack it, it's going to come open really quickly.
Meanwhile, Providence Mayor Brett Smiley says victims from Saturday's shooting continue to recover and only 6 remain in the hospital. Now, as the investigation continues, officials want to remind people to check the cameras from weeks prior and to also remind the public to only use photos and videos distributed by official sources. In Providence, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
And remember, you can find all our coverage of this investigation right now on Fox 61 Plus. You can also find the latest on our free Fox 61 News app and fox61.com.
We're following breaking news just into the newsroom now. State police are investigating a deadly multi-vehicle crash on I-84 West in East Hartford. Police say it happened around 7:15 this morning. They say 4 vehicles were involved just before exit 55. 2 cars crashed, which caused one to roll over and another to strike 2 additional vehicles in a chain reaction. The driver of the rollover vehicle died at the hospital and was identified as 39-year-old John Farrell. If you have any information about what happened there, you are asked to contact state police. All right, temperatures were much milder today, and we're looking ahead to Friday and some rain and wind.
Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with a first check on what we can expect. Rachel, a lot of us might have plans on Friday. What are we looking for?
Yeah, the morning is going to be a little bit nasty. It will be warm, wet, and windy. We've got a weather impact alert starting around midnight and continuing through 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. So I think that tomorrow evening when you go to bed, the winds are just starting to pick up a little bit, but it's really going to be Friday morning that will be the most affected. So a slow morning drive. There is a chance for some isolated outages, so you may want to charge your phone and add some extra travel time for the morning commute as well. A wind advisory is in effect all day Friday, even into Friday night. Again, I think the worst of the winds are Friday morning, but there could be an extra push of gusty winds as we head into Friday night as some cooler air returns on the backside of that system. Right now, though, things are calm. We're looking at a a big range in temperatures, 30, 20s, near 40 degrees. We will all be dropping back into the 20s overnight tonight. We're looking at more sunshine tomorrow than we had out there today, and even milder temperatures with highs climbing into the mid to upper 40s. Again, around this time tomorrow night, we'll start to see some light showers and sprinkles, but the real rain arrives for Friday morning. We'll take a closer look coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. Well, right now, the city of Waterbury is telling people they still need to boil their water after a water main break.
City leaders addressed the ongoing advisory and the next steps earlier today. Mayor Paul Pernaruski, along with water and city officials, gave an update on the situation, and they said while the water is flowing citywide, some people may still experience air in their lines, and crews are actively responding to those calls. Officials emphasized that the boil order remains in effect while samples collected this morning are being tested by the state. And as water returns to the city, officials are asking people to be patient just a little bit longer.
I know you've been without water for 4 or 5 days, and I know when you got it this morning, it was exciting and everybody was happy to get it, and people start doing laundry and doing the dishes. What I'm asking is that you allow us to get our system full and get it under control before everybody decides that they're going to do the routine things that they haven't been able to do for the past few days.
City officials say test results are expected tomorrow morning.
And here's what else we know tonight. Waterbury schools will reopen tomorrow. Schools back in session. City leaders say water service has been restored to all homes. People are urged to not flush their plumbing systems, though, until tomorrow.
Tonight, Fox 61's Tim Latow is in Waterbury with an exclusive interview with a man who's trying to make a difference for his neighbors.
More than a week into this water main break, crews are still at work to get the system fully operational. There's also a volunteer who's working late nights too. He came up with an innovative way to get fresh water to his community.
Turn the water right on, and it comes right out. There it goes. And that's how it works.
When there was no water at the ready in Waterbury, Jonathan Roman decided he would bring a steady stream of water deliveries into his city with the help of his employer, Affordable Power Wash in Prospect.
I've been helping companies, whoever needs water. I mean, you call me, people in Messenger have been blowing me up, people on the phone calling me left or right.
He and his wife, Taisha Vega, have been making free water deliveries for the past week with a 300-gallon tank strapped to the bed of his pickup. And with such high demand, they've refilled it 23 times.
It's been very sad for the families that didn't have any water, like myself. I was blessed to have access to water, so we decided to just help out.
The couple estimates they've helped nearly 200 households and businesses through this water main break, and it's come with long 15-hour days, all free of charge.
What motivated me? The kids, families. It's hard. I imagine I got kids myself, so I imagine how it is out there with no water. You know, people that doesn't have a car to go and get water. A lot of people kept telling me, I'm stuck in my house, please can you help?
People call the couple, reach out on social media, or wave them down from the street. Their tank lasts a few hours, and then they make the drive back to Prospect to fill up with another load.
It's been tough, but, you know, we're grateful to be able to do it. Yeah, you know, we did it together, and, you know, we was like, it feels good. It feels good to help.
That's how we do it.
If people are still in need of water, Roman will continue with his deliveries through this week. He can be reached on his Facebook page. In Waterbury, Tim Latow, Fox 61.
Tim, thank you. And we've been on top of this story since day one. And as any new developments happen, we'll keep you updated on our free Fox 61 News app. Be sure to have your push notifications on to never miss an update. You can also stream us now and for free on Fox 61 Plus.
The accused gunman in the deadly Bondi Beach attack in Sydney, Australia, has been charged with 59 offenses, including 15 counts of murder and 1 count of committing a terrorist act. 15 people were killed. Dozens of others are hurt court after a Hanukkah celebration was attacked in an anti-Semitic attack. And tonight, a Hanukkah celebration in Farmington took a new meaning for the Jewish community. They are coming together in solidarity after that tragedy in Australia.
Fox 61's Jalen Anderson shows us how a holiday centered on light became a moment of healing.
Dozens of people came together Wednesday to spread light in a time of sadness.
We're very proud of the beautiful message and the power
difficulties. We'll have some difficulties there. We'll try to get to that story in just a bit. Meanwhile, in Washington, President Trump addressed the nation from the White House just over an hour ago. He highlighted what he called progress on the economy, immigration, and national security. He also sharply criticized former President Joe Biden. President Trump blamed Biden for inflation and border issues and said he, quote, inherited a mess and is fixing it. He defended tariffs and touted higher border enforcement as frustration over the economy is still high. With the tariff money he announced, military members will receive what the president calls our warrior checks. Each member will receive a $1,776 check before Christmas. President Trump also pointed to major events next year, including the Olympics, the World Cup, and the nation's 250th anniversary, before he wished Americans a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Time now is 10:32, and right now you're taking a live look at Capitol Hill, where the U.S. Senate passed the Rotor Act. That happened earlier today. The act is a critical piece of legislation aimed at improving aviation safety. The measure was created after the deadly mid-air collision near Washington, D.C. in January. The government has also admitted negligence in that crash. This bill requires military aircraft to transmit precise location data and mandates all civil and military aircraft use ADS-B broadcasting signals to help prevent future collisions. The legislation also removes a controversial loophole in the National Defense Authorization Act that would have allowed military helicopters to fly in D.C. without broadcasting their location. The House is now expected to vote on the Rotor Act. The January crash near Reagan National involved an Army Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines regional jet. All 67 people on both aircrafts were killed.